Hello everyone, I'm Black Marvin for Ghost Hack, and today let's give some love to one filter in Serum that has been in the dark for too long. Let's go. Yes, there's a filter in Serum that could benefit more love, and I don't mean for the filter itself because it's not self-conscious, but I mean you could benefit from knowing that it exists. And it's not the FLG minus, but I'm talking about the German LP. It's a low pass filter. It's a simple low pass filter, but it's really nice. If I were to be a designer of Serum, I would have put it in that category, but it is in well, you can access here too. It's in the Mimicinalis, and here you have the French LP, which is a really nice one too, but I prefer the German LP. So why do I like the German LP so much? Because to me it sounds warmer, and I'm gonna show you actually what you can do with it, and how you can include it in your preset, or how you can swap a regular low pass by this one. This one sounds different, and I think it sounds warmer. And let's compare. For example, this is the German LP. This is just a simple stab. Let's compare the German LP to the MG Low, for example. So it sounds different, and for a sound designer, sounding different is actually pleasable. So if you're just tired of using always the same low pass filter, you can use this one. That is obviously like a really classic way to use it. So first, I showed you the German low pass in a classic situation where we would just stab like a plucky bass, plucky stab with a low pass filter. Here, I'm using it as a deharsher at the end of the chain. Okay, so it's here German LP. This is a more like an acid, almost acid stab sounds. And you can see it's really aggressive in the high frequencies, and this is due to just like the FM here. This is due also to that filter, the FLG minus. It's bringing nice crispiness, but this is almost too crispy. And you need to understand in music that what is really, well, I'm going to generalize for you to understand, but what has a lot of high frequency content can be perceived as cold, and what as less high frequencies and more presence in low frequencies, and that something that is more choked can be perceived as warm. That is one generalization. There's a lot of different factor from that, but I'm going to show you how in this case I use the German LP as a deharsher. I want to preserve like the crispiness, but bring it back to an acceptable level. So I'm gonna I use that. I use the mix knob. Let's see. Let's see how it sounds with the mix knob completely. This is choking a bit the preset just too much. So I'm gonna dial it back a little bit past 50. So I preserve the and you see I use the drive. I preserve the high frequency content, but I can give more beef to the sound by like parallel processing it with the mix knob and pushing up the drive. And the drive in this case, it's emulating what it does, how the signal sound when it passes through the circuitry of a low pass filter like this. So I'm gonna beef it with the drive now. So now instead of having like a really cold with no beef, like that style cold with no beef, now it's actually crispy, but it's powerful. I could also try to maybe, let's see how it sounds. Put a bit of motion there. So yeah, this is how I use the German LP in sound design as a de-harsher and also as a saturator in some ways, and sometimes just as a regular low pass filter because I like how it sounds. Now it's time for that underdog filter to shine and see the light. Try it in your preset. Try also maybe to swap regular low pass for this one. Yes, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you discovered that nice filter and you learned something today. And my name is Black Marvin for Ghost Ag. And if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content by myself or other Ghost Ag producers. And until then, I will see you in another video. Cheers.